Hello, selamat datang ke rancangan Tumpang Tanya. Again, a show where I'll be asking any questions that is relevant with what's happening nowadays. So again, with me, we have Uncle Mazri, pemerhati social politik. So for this episode, I'll be talking about something that has, but at the same time hasn't happened. Wawasan 2020. Berjaya atau gagal? Apa pendapat Uncle?
Masa 2020, kalau kita melihat daripada segi mungkin tahunnya 2020, sekarang 2023. Masa 2020 secara asasnya mahu menjadikan Malaysia sebuah negara maju. Saya tidak mahu membincangkan tentang cabaran-cabaran, 9 cabaran yang ada itu. Tapi saya ingin melihat dari segi menjadikan Malaysia sebuah negara maju. Pertama sekali, 32 tahun dulu bila idea itu dikemukakan, rancangan itu dikemukakan, ia sesuatu yang hebat dan masih lagi hebat sekarang. In the sense, dia mahu menjadikan Malaysia sebagai sebuah negara yang maju. Apakah negara yang maju itu? Kita perlu bertanya soalan ini. Jadi tidak ada satu piawai atau standard di dunia ini atau satu badan yang boleh ada authority untuk mengklasifikasikan sebuah negara itu maju atau mundur. Yang adalah ada indikasi-indikasi. Of course, kalau kita menggunakan pendekatan pendapatan per kapita, itu mungkin ada pihak yang mengatakan itu tidak holistik. Kerana ialah pendapatan per kapita ialah secara asasnya ialah nilai sekadar barangan perkhidmatan dikeluarkan dalam sebuah negara itu dibagi dengan jumlah penduduk. Okay. Mungkin sebuah penduduk itu kaya hasil bumi, minyak dan gas, penduduknya tak berapa ramai, pendapatan per kapitanya tinggi, tetapi kualiti hidup keadaan sosial-ekonomi negara itu tidak begitu, tidak melambung begitu. Ada negara di Afrika begitu. Fair enough. Tapi yang pentingnya ada indikasi tertentu, dan indikasi yang paling baik dalam ini ialah Bank Dunia. Indikasi klasifikasi pendapatan mengikut Bank Dunia. Dia panggil per capita income mengikut GNI Atlas Method Bank Dunia. Dia ada yang pertamanya high income, negara yang berpendapatan tinggi. Kemudian dia ada middle income. Middle income ni dibahagi dua, upper middle income, lower middle income. Dan ketiga, low income. Dia ada tiap-tiap tahun berubah daripada segi nilainya itu. Malaysia berada dalam negara yang upper middle income. Dalam ASEAN, 10 negara ASEAN termasuklah Timor Leste yang baru jadi observer ASEAN, hanya 2 negara yang high income. Singapura dan Brunei Darussalam. Brunei kerana penduduk tak ramai, hasil bumi banyak. Dan kita ada hanya 3 negara kini yang upper middle income. Yang paling tinggi pendapatan per kapitanya Malaysia. Kedua Thailand, ketiga Indonesia. Indonesia baru memasuki upper middle income. So, yang lain, 6 negara yang lain masih belum lagi memasuki upper middle atau high income. Aspirasi kita Wawasan 2020 dulu biar untuk menjadi high income. 2020 masih tidak berjaya. Kalau mengikut angka Bank Dunia tahun lepas, pendapatan per kapita GNI kita 11,000 lebih. Kita nak mencapai 13,000 lebih, sedikit lagi. Tapi apa yang ditakuti sekarang ialah kita akan mengalami memasuki middle income trap. Ada negara yang begitu lama, Malaysia telah 20 tahun lebih dalam middle income ini, masih belum berjaya kepada high income. Ada negara yang telah merdeka beratus tahun, macam di Latin America, Brazil, Argentina, 1820 telah mula merdeka. Tapi masih lagi upper middle income. Kita tidak mahu mengalami jadi untuk kata Wawasan 2020 berjaya dari segi mencapai high income belum lagi berjaya. Tapi untuk mengata ia tidak berjaya sepenuhnya, Tidak juga. Kerana kita sekarang perlu membuat lompatan, quantum leap seterusnya untuk menjadi high income.
So, tak adalah, it's not that we completely forget everything about Wawasan 2020 lah. We still have something that we can achieve lah after this. So, yeah, interesting lah. It's not fully, we cannot say that it's fully failed lah, Wawasan 2020 tu kan. So, but now since we've passed 2020, like what's next?
We need to dream big for me. Vision 2020 is just a start. Now, there are the G20. The G20 consists of the 20 biggest economies in the world. We are not part of the G20. Indonesia is part of G20. Okay, only one ASEAN member is part of G20. Indonesia. Indonesia have the size of Indonesian economy is over $1 trillion. It's same as South Korea, Republic of Korea. But since Indonesia have a bigger population, its per capita income is lower. We should aspire to become a $1 trillion economy. I do not like to discuss the size of economy discussed in Ringgit Malaysia. Because if you want to discuss in Ringgit Malaysia, Malaysia is already a $1 trillion ringgit economy. Since now, yeah, $1 is 4 ringgit and 68 cents. So, but let us discuss in US dollars. We should become a $1 trillion economy. We need to aspire to see. We need a per capita. We reach a per capita income of how many $1,000. And from there, we should aspire to how big our economy should be. And this should be our big goal for our country, for our nation. Because if we don't have a nation, don't have a big goal, then we will falter.
Yeah.
We will be in a plateau. So it's important. That's the next stage. And also, if you see from the macroeconomic level exports, you see, Malaysia now exports about $300 billion a year export, goods and services. If you see, Vietnam already surpassed us. Vietnam started later. Its economic reform started only in 1986, Domoy, they call it. China started in 78. We started in the late 90s. So, we cannot let countries like Vietnam become a more favorable investment destination or surpass us in exports, in growth. If not, then we won't be anymore interesting to all the foreign investors. We won't generate the needed wealth, the requisite wealth for us able to create social justice. We just be trapped in the middle income trap, and that's bad.
So, yeah, I mean, for us to, like, yeah, it's important for us to have a goal, like you said, to achieve this 1 trillion economy. But like, setting a goal is easy, but like, to achieve it, it's hard. So, what exactly is like a problem? What's the biggest challenge for Malaysia to achieve that?
I think we have a new government, the unity government. I think the government should hash out what is where we want to go from here and how do we get there. I think in Malaysian history, at every stage of the moment, at every stage of Malaysia's history, we have done that. From a commodity-based economy, when the commodity price tanked in the mid-80s, we entered into brief recession. Government started to go big in the manufacturing sector, export led growth. It was successful until the 97-98 financial crisis. So what we lack now is the next stage. We are the 8th biggest exporter of semiconductor in the world. So there is already the basis there. We have been talking about knowledge economy, e-commerce, since I think more than 10 years ago. So we have been talking about quality human development since umpteen years ago. We should now be in a very strategic place to make the next leap. And I see all this talk about decoupling and de-risking between China and Malaysia, and between United States and China. We are in a very unique opportunity to attack all those semiconductor investment from Taiwan, from United States of America, Japan, South Korea, which don't want to put their eggs in one basket in China. So why don't we? Rather than leave it to India, to Vietnam, we have more in terms of investment attractiveness, much better positioning than those countries. So why not?
I see. So, yeah, so logically, we have the potential.
We have.
We have the potential. So, but I do,
We need the leadership.
yeah. And because like as a collective, the society, and I've selalu like especially in the internet, and ramai netizen like always complain that Malaysia ni tak maju, not modern yet. So I feel like, for me lah, is that people are being way too pessimistic.
I think there's a pendulum, we call this syndrome. You either go extremely that way or extremely this way. Pessimistic, optimistic. So I think we need the middle path. We need to see what is our strength, what is our weaknesses. We need to admit what is our weaknesses, not only to admit, but to take measure to rectify it and to build on our strength. And we can do it. We are one step away from becoming a high-income economy. We are the top 30 biggest exporting nation in the world. We have a $400 billion economy. It's not small, but unfortunately, Bangladesh has surpassed us.
Oh, really?
That's bad. In size of economy. Singapore have a bigger economy than us. So that perplexed me, since with a population of 6 million, can produce more than, nearly this year, last year, Thailand nearly surpassed, Singapore nearly surpassed Thailand as the second biggest economy in ASEAN. So if Singapore can do it, with 6 million population,
Yeah,
why can't we? 32 million, more talent.
see? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why can't we? I mean, we have a lot of good things.
Yeah, good things.
So yeah, we should talk more about like Malaysia's strength. Like you said, admit our weakness, trying to fix it, but also at the same time, focus on what we have and what we're good at. So yeah, well, Malaysia mesti boleh lah. Yeah. So I guess that's all that I wanted to ask for this episode. Again, thank you for sharing your knowledge
Thank you.
information.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.